The Earth is warming up, and this warming trend is largely due to human activities. Over the past century, the average temperature of our planet has increased significantly, and this change is not just a natural fluctuation. Human activities, such as burning fossil fuels, deforestation, and industrial processes, have released large amounts of greenhouse gases into the atmosphere. These activities have intensified the natural greenhouse effect, leading to what we now call global warming. This phenomenon is known as global warming, and its primary cause is the use soleni of the greenhouse effect. The greenhouse effect is a natural process that keeps our planet habitable by trapping some of the sun's heat. The greenhouse effect is essential for life on Earth. Without it, our planet would be too cold to support the diverse ecosystems we see today. It works by allowing sunlight to enter the atmosphere and warm the Earth's surface. When sunlight reaches Earth, some of it is reflected back into space by clouds, ice, and other reflective surfaces. However, a significant portion of this sunlight is absorbed by the Earth's surface and atmosphere. The absorbed energy warms the land, oceans, and atmosphere, creating a hospitable environment for life. This energy is then re-radiated as heat or infrared radiation. This re-radiated heat tries to escape back into space, but not all of it makes it out. Certain gases in the atmosphere, known as greenhouse gases, trap some of this heat, preventing it from escaping. Greenhouse gases such as carbon dioxide, methane, and water vapor act like a blanket around the Earth. They trap heat and keep our planet warm enough to support life. This natural process is crucial for maintaining the Earth's climate. This trapped heat keeps our planet warm enough to support life. However, the balance of this natural process has been disrupted by human activities. Since the Industrial Revolution, human activities have significantly increased the concentration of greenhouse gases in the atmosphere. The burning of fossil fuels for energy, deforestation, and industrial processes have all contributed to this increase. This has led to an enhanced greenhouse effect, where more heat is being trapped in the atmosphere than ever before. This enhanced effect is causing the Earth's average temperature to rise at an unprecedented rate. This means more heat is being trapped, causing the Earth's average temperature to rise at an unprecedented rate. The consequences of this rapid warming are far-reaching and affect every aspect of our planet's climate system. As a result, we are witnessing a range of impacts on our planet's climate system, including more frequent and severe heat waves, melting glaciers, rising sea levels, and extreme weather events. These changes pose significant challenges for ecosystems and human societies alike. The burning of fossil fuels, such as coal, oil, and natural gas, is a major contributor to global warming. These fuels are burned to generate electricity, power vehicles, and run industries. When fossil fuels are burned, they release large amounts of carbon dioxide, a potent greenhouse gas, into the atmosphere. Carbon dioxide traps heat from the sun, and as its concentration in the atmosphere increases, so does the Earth's temperature. The more fossil fuels we burn, the more carbon dioxide is released, and the warmer the planet gets. This cycle of burning and releasing greenhouse gases is a significant driver of climate change. Reducing our reliance on fossil fuels is essential to mitigating the effects of global warming. Trees play a vital role in regulating Earth's climate. They are not just passive elements of the landscape, they are active participants in the Earth's environmental systems. They absorb carbon dioxide from the atmosphere during photosynthesis, acting as natural carbon sinks. This process helps to reduce the amount of carbon dioxide, a major greenhouse gas, in the atmosphere. Deforestation, the clearing of forests for agriculture, logging, and other human activities, is a major contributor to global warming. The loss of trees means the loss of these natural carbon sinks, exacerbating the problem. When trees are cut down and burned or left to decompose, the stored carbon is released back into the atmosphere, increasing the concentration of greenhouse gases. This release of carbon dioxide and other gases accelerates the warming of our planet. Forests also help to regulate local and regional climates. They play a crucial role in maintaining the balance of our ecosystems. They provide shade, reduce soil erosion, and release water vapor into the atmosphere, which can form clouds and influence rainfall patterns. This water vapor is essential for the hydrological cycle, impacting weather and climate. Protecting existing forests and restoring degraded ones is crucial for mitigating climate change and preserving the many benefits that forests provide. Reforestation and forest conservation efforts are vital steps in ensuring a sustainable future for our planet. By taking action now, we can help to restore the balance and protect the Earth's natural coolant. Industrial activities are another major source of greenhouse gas emissions. Factories and manufacturing plants release significant amounts of carbon dioxide, methane, and other greenhouse gases during various processes. These processes include burning fossil fuels for energy, using chemical solvents, and producing materials like cement and steel. The energy-intensive nature of industrial activities contributes significantly to global warming. Moreover, many industrial processes release particulate matter and other air pollutants, which can have detrimental effects on both human health and the environment. Transitioning to cleaner production methods, improving energy efficiency, and reducing waste are essential steps in reducing the impact of industrial activities on climate change. Section 5. Agriculture's impact, more than just food on the table. Agriculture, while essential for feeding the world's population, is also a significant contributor to greenhouse gas emissions. Livestock, particularly cattle, produce methane, a potent greenhouse gas during digestion. Agricultural practices, such as the use of synthetic fertilizers and rice cultivation, release nitrous oxide, another potent greenhouse gas, into the atmosphere. Deforestation for agricultural expansion further exacerbates the problem. Moreover, the transportation, processing, and refrigeration of food all require energy and contribute to greenhouse gas emissions. Adopting sustainable agricultural practices, reducing food waste, and promoting plant-based diets can help mitigate agriculture's impact on climate change. Section 6. Rising temperatures, feeling the heat. The most immediate and noticeable effect of global warming is rising temperatures. The Earth's average temperature has been increasing steadily over the past century, with the most significant warming occurring in recent decades. This increase in temperature is already having a wide range of impacts, including more frequent and intense heat waves, changes in precipitation patterns, and melting glaciers. As temperatures continue to rise, these impacts are expected to become more severe. The consequences of rising temperatures are far-reaching, affecting human health, agriculture, water resources, and ecosystems. Adapting to these changes and mitigating further warming are crucial for ensuring a sustainable future. Section 7. Melting ice and rising seas, coastal communities at risk. As global temperatures rise, ice caps and glaciers are melting at an alarming rate. This melting ice contributes to rising sea levels, posing a significant threat to coastal communities and low-lying islands around the world. Rising sea levels increase the risk of coastal erosion, flooding, and saltwater intrusion into freshwater sources. Millions of people living in coastal areas are vulnerable to displacement and the loss of homes and livelihoods. The melting of ice sheets and glaciers also disrupts ecosystems and contributes to changes in ocean currents, which can have far-reaching impacts on weather patterns and marine life. Section 8. Extreme weather, from droughts to floods. Global warming is increasing the frequency and intensity of extreme weather events, such as hurricanes, droughts, floods, and wildfires. These events can have devastating impacts on human communities, infrastructure, and ecosystems. Warmer temperatures lead to increased evaporation, which can result in more intense rainfall and flooding in some regions. In other areas, higher temperatures exacerbate drought conditions, leading to water scarcity and increased wildfire risk. The increasing frequency and intensity of extreme weather events pose significant challenges for disaster preparedness, response, and recovery efforts. Section 9. A global call to action, the Paris Agreement and beyond. Addressing the challenge of global warming requires a global effort. It is not just the responsibility of a few nations, but a collective duty of all countries around the world. The interconnected nature of our planet means that the actions of one country can have far-reaching effects on others. The Paris Agreement, an international agreement within the United Nations Framework Convention on Climate Change, aims to limit global warming to well below 2 degrees Celsius above pre-industrial levels, with a more ambitious target of limiting the increase to 1.5 degrees Celsius. This dual target is crucial for safeguarding vulnerable ecosystems and communities. The goal of limiting the temperature rise to 1.5 degrees Celsius is particularly important for small island nations and coastal regions, which are at the forefront of climate change impacts. Rising sea levels and extreme weather events pose existential threats to these areas. The agreement, adopted by 196 parties in 2015, includes commitments from all countries to reduce their greenhouse gas emissions. This collective commitment marks a significant shift from previous climate agreements, which placed more responsibility on developed nations and worked together to adapt to the impacts of climate change. Adaptation measures are essential for building resilience in communities that are already experiencing the adverse effects of climate change. It also emphasizes the importance of financial and technological support for developing countries to transition to low-carbon economies. This support is vital for ensuring that all nations can contribute to global climate goals without compromising their development needs. The Paris Agreement is a significant step forward in global efforts to combat climate change. It represents a unified commitment to a sustainable future and a recognition that climate action is a shared responsibility. However, more ambitious actions are needed to meet the agreement's goals and avert the worst impacts of global warming. This includes enhancing national commitments, increasing investments in renewable energy, and fostering innovation in climate technologies. The journey ahead is challenging, but with continued global cooperation and determination, it is possible to achieve a climate-resilient future for all.